Has this ever happened to you? You had a really weird, bizarre dream or a really, really good one, and you thought, surely I will remember this dream. And then you didn't? Don't let this happen to you. If you want to interpret your dreams, you have to write them down. So that's what a dream journal is for. So in this video, I'm going to give you 7 tips on keeping a dream journal. Hi, Dream Besties. I'm Karen. I'm here to help you go from huh to aha after a dream. And the first step in that process is to write your dream down as soon as you wake up. So when you have a dream journal, the first thing you want to do is write it, is to use it, right? Write down your dream, but you need to do that as soon as you wake up. Don't wait till you go to the bathroom. If you can help it, don't wait till breakfast. You're going to forget your dreams pretty quickly. Dreams do disappear pretty quickly unless they're like really, really bizarre, really, really intense. You don't want to just write down those. You want to write down all the dreams that you can remember when you wake up each day. That will give you a better picture of what you're dreaming over time. It'll give you more material to work with. So you want to write them down as soon as you wake up. The second tip for writing in a dream journal is to write in present tense. Don't write your dream and say, in my dream, I was going to the hospital and there were strawberries on the table and my brother was there. None of that past tense. Write it as if you're in the dream again. So you would say, in the dream, I'm at the hospital and I turn around and on the table are strawberries and I look over and my brother is there. So you want to write it down like that in present tense. Whatever you're writing, try to write it as if you're in the moment, not as if you're remembering something that already happened. Next thing you want to do is don't worry about, oh, I got to write it on, I have to write the date down that I had the dream. No, wake up, write down the dream. You can go back and put the date after you have written it down. The very crucial thing is to get it out of your head onto paper. So if you take time to write the date, you'll start forgetting things. It's kind of like a picture that's fading. If you've seen like on Back to the Future when the picture is fading, that's kind of what a dream is like. It's fading, and if you don't capture it, it's gonna just kind of fade away and blow away, right? So you want to capture it as quickly as you can. Don't mess with writing down the date. I don't have 1 page per date, and that's what I write the dream on, because I don't dream every single day. And most people don't dream every single day. Most people probably remember their dreams. Well, I should correct myself. You do dream all the time. You don't remember your dreams every single day. Most people don't remember their dreams. If you do remember your dreams every single day, would you leave a comment below? Because I would be very curious to hear. I remember probably 4 to 6 of my dreams a week. So I'm kind of a little on the high end. Also, I focus on remembering them. I make it a point to remember them. And the more you set the intention to remember your dreams, the more you will remember them. But some people just naturally remember more than others. You do not want to have it's not like a calendar where you go, okay, on this day, this was my dream, because you'll have a bunch of blank pages. So that takes me to the next tip. In your pages, write your dream and then leave space for interpreting. And then the next day, write a dream, or the next time you remember the dream, write the dream, leave space for interpreting. So don't just write the dream, write the dream, write the dream. What I tend to do is create, and hopefully I'll be able to show you a picture of it. I'll have the words and then a blank space, and then I'll have the words and then a blank space. And that's kind of how I go about keeping my dream journal. Here's another tip, and I don't remember what number we're on. I think we're on number 5, to title your dream. So after you write it down, and then you put the date at the top, put a title for the dream, because that'll kind of help you when you go back later and you're looking through your dream journal to kind of remember. Again, it'll give you, oh, this was the dream with the tiger in it, or whatever, tiger dream, or grandfather dream, something like that. If you title a dream, that can also help you with the interpreting later. But I do recommend, don't be like, okay, nightmare dream, because after a while, you will have some other nightmare dreams, so you don't want to be like, you could do shark nightmare. That would be an easier way to go through, because there's shark nightmare, then there's another one that's the bear nightmare or whatever. And I'm just using examples of dreams I've had or that people have shared with me. So just a really short title, that kind of helps you over time to remember the dreams when you go back and look at dream journals from the past. If you are getting value from any of this, go ahead and boop the like button below. I have to do a call out to Nate over at Channel Makers, who uses the word boop. I like the word boop. So boop the like button below if you're getting value out of this. Tip number 6 that I have is to write the details down in any order. You don't need to say first this happened, then this happened, then, first I'm doing this, then I'm doing this, then I'm doing this. That's helpful if you remember it that way. I don't remember my dreams in order, so I write them down in the biggest thing that I've noticed. So if at the end of the dream there was a shark, then I write down shark, and then I'll go back and write down the other things that were happening. So I'm looking for and writing down actions, things that I saw, people that were there, that kind of thing. And there'll be another video, the next video actually in this series is going to be on what to write in your dream journal. But I just want to say that it doesn't have to be written as a story. It doesn't have to be written in any particular order. You can just write down details and flashes and scenes that came to you as you remember them. However you can get it out on the page, that's what you want to do, get it out on the page. If you were to describe like a photograph, you wouldn't always start at the top and I'm going to, describe the trees, and then I see the clouds, and then I see this person, and then I see the ground. The thing you see in a photograph is, oh, there's a person there. So that's the first thing you write down. This photograph has a person in it. And then you might go back and fill in the other details that are maybe less important. But you never know. The more details you can remember, the more you have to interpret and think about, and it gives you kind of a vibe or a tone for the dream. So you do want to pay attention to the environment, pay attention to lesser details, but when you're trying to write it all down, write down the stuff that stands out to you first. I got a couple of bonus tips for you in a minute, but first I want to say one more tip, because this is 7 tips, right? So my 7th tip is to don't worry about writing down what's going on in your waking life when you're recording your dream. You can come back and write that down later. You can write it down after you write down the dream. So sometimes I will do that if I know, oh wow, I had my assessment at work 2 days ago, and then I'm having a work dream. So they're probably connected. Like I start to kind of do that. Don't do that while you are writing down your dream, because you'll mess up the dream. You might kind of affect the memory of it. So what you want to do is, after you've written down the dream, if you're like, oh yeah, this happened the other day, or yeah, I saw my mom 3 days ago and now she's in my dream. So definitely wait until after you've written down the dream. So that's tip number 7. Note anything about waking events after you've written down the dream. The bonus tip number 1 is that you don't have to record your dreams in a dream journal to get any benefit from them. Dreams are helping you whether you record them or not. They're helping you with problem solving. They're helping you integrate long-term memory. They are helping you to grow regardless of if you write them down or not. And this is no matter what theory of dream meaning you follow, all dream scientists pretty sure that dreams do have meaning and benefit to us regardless, because we keep doing it, right? We continue to dream. There are some scientists who believe that dreams are just our brain, cleaning things out, cleaning out the files or whatever. So dreams are beneficial regardless of how you see them and how you view them. So if you do want to keep a dream journal, that's great. It helps to keep a dream journal if you're going to want to go back and follow and see how you've grown, or to keep track of recurring dreams, to interpret, because you don't have time to interpret every time you have a dream. Keeping a dream journal is cool. Not keeping a dream journal, you're still okay. And I have one more bonus for you. My last bonus is that, what if you don't want to write them down? I have people tell me this a lot. They're like, I don't want to write my dreams down. Or they wake up at 3 in the morning and they don't want to turn on a light and find their journal and write down and wake up everybody, whoever's in bed with them. So you don't have to write them down. You can use your phone and record them in your phone. Now there's 2 ways you can do that. There's voice memo. You can wake up and speak your dream and keep a memo of it, or any other kind of voice recording app that you have. Again, that might wake up somebody sleeping in bed with you. So another option is to type it in your dream, in your notes app. You can type it in your notes app. That might be a little less light and not wake up people. Or you can also do a dictation into your notes app. Again, someone could hear that. If you live alone, you don't have to worry about that. I have my dream journal right next to me on the bed, and I just pick it up, because there are times when at 3 in the morning I have a dream that was really weird and I want to write it down. So I have a flashlight, so I don't have to turn around and turn on the light. Flashlight, dream journal, write it down, scribbly writing, go back to sleep. It works. Do you keep a dream journal? Do you write one down? Do you want to keep one now? Let me know in the comments below if you keep a dream journal. Any tips that I forgot that you think are really awesome or that you use, let me know. Click or tap the screen wherever it's going to be for the next video where I'm going to talk about what to write in a dream journal. And until then, sweet dreams.